So I read The Superman and Me by Alexi, and I'm going to take question number one and say what my attitude is toward reading and writing. I am not big on reading, just to be honest, but I do think that if I read more that I would be a little more fluent. I have not been in school or picked up books in a very long time. Um, and I feel like if I'm writing, I repeat myself a lot. Um, my beliefs about myself as a reader and writer, I believe that, like I said, I can do better if I did it more consistently, but I do not do it consistently. So I'm not the best reader. Um, and even with reading with my child, I I read with confidence in front of him. Um, and not only do I read with confidence in front of him, I read with expression for what I remember um my teacher doing with myself and my classmates when I was in school. And when I'm writing, I feel as though I repeat myself a lot or I don't have a wide range of vocabulary. So that makes me feel like I'm behind as well. And for the last question, it says, what happened in the past to make you have that attitude or those beliefs? Um, In the past, I just never was a confident reader either. Like I said, I didn't pick up on a lot of reading material. I am a visual. I like videos. And I would rather express myself for what I see versus what I read. Um, yeah, my comprehension skills aren't bad at all, but that's pretty much about it. Um, yeah, that's it. And if we go over some of the material that was asked about the story, um, does Alexi need to read? Um, Alexi believes he needs to read. He took after his dad by loving his dad so much and loving his dad's way of reading and going to different places and picking up on books. He developed the love for reading. So yes, he feels as though he needs to read. You say list some things in Alexi's life that made a love of reading difficult to sustain, considering things that worked against his learning and growth. Um, Things that worked against Alexi learning and his growth was that the kids around him made him um think that he wasn't supposed to be a learner because he was Indian, but he saw differently and he wanted better for himself. So he went against them and he rose above that. And yeah, he wanted to be a smart Indian. He didn't want to play dumb or um make believe. He didn't have the ability to learn. For question number three, consider your own life and the experiences and realities that encourage or discouraged a love of reading and or writing and describe. Things that pretty much discouraged me. I wouldn't say it was things, it was myself that I was discouraged by because I just didn't. First of all, my voice is raspy and um my accent is very thick. And sometimes I feel as though I don't pronounce my wording correctly. So I never really want to read aloud or read amongst people. Um, but I find a joy in reading books that are spiritual. And I find a joy in reading books. This is the complete opposite of what I just said about spiritual, but anything that is about hopeless romantic love and sexuals, I like things like that. Um, so what? Why bother reading and thinking about this piece? What does it reveal? Why does it matter? Um, what human truth is explored? What can we learn about what it means to be human, about the human experience, and about ourselves? So I say that this piece, it actually gets your mind thinking, because now I'm wondering, why didn't I start at a early age to try to read? And I'm pretty sure my parents tried to instill that you should be reading and you should, educate yourself or go above and beyond, take it up a notch and stuff like that. Um, and this piece revealed that nothing should hold you back from wanting to educate yourself on on a worldwide range of things, because it's just not one set thing that you should want to learn about. Like, this man picked up a comic book and taught himself how to read about Superman, um and pieced together what a paragraph means, and he related it to other things that were around him, and not just as it related to the book or to things that he read. He was able to compare and contrast with his family and where he was brought up. So, um, I like that. And that's a human experience. Like, you put together two and two, and that's what worked for him. So I feel like I can take that and do that for myself.